welcome to my channel, welcome back. I'm sorry about not posting anything yesterday. I made the video, I just didn't post it because, as you know, and I've been explaining to you guys, that the masculines are going through a major, right now it's a shift. As of the last, I just got that. So they're going back. I told you there was a storm, right? They're going through that tower moment. There was the eye of the storm, the calm before the next storm, the next storm, and now they're still in that, but it's a shift. We're shifting. So I just got that message. So I started this video a few minutes ago, but I got interrupted. But there's been a major shift. I didn't post it yesterday because my masculine keeps bleeding through. So when I do collective, not just collective, but when I do on his signs too. So it's like, I want to get, granted it's collective, so I'm going to get him, but I'm so connected to him that I just don't want it. I want to make sure that it's for everybody and not just me projecting him, if that makes any sense to you guys. Okay. He's going through the same shit. I just don't want to I just have to be careful, because when I get there and he is coming through strong, okay, I start reading him. And I don't want to put his shit out there, right? So, because that's his personal stuff. I mean, I don't get too personal, but I mean, still. Whew. What has happened, that major shift that I just felt? They're still going through it. They're still going through that tower moment. But, kind of, why do I just say that all of a sudden? Because they have enlightenment, okay? They have had the epiphany, I guess you want to say. Putting the dots together, okay? Geez, I can give you the reading without the cards right now. I can give you the reading without the cards right now. That's usually what I'm doing in the beginning. That's usually what I'm doing. I'm not using the cards, right? That has been brought to them the truth, okay? So they're seeing the truth. Jesus. Once again, he's bleeding through. Okay. The truth of the matter, the truth of the matter, the truth of where they're supposed to be, the truth of where they are, okay? So, so when I have the tingling down my back, I know it's for, okay, all right. They are seeing the real truth of where they've been, okay? What's been affecting them, who's been affecting them, who is true to them, okay? They're seeing the lies and the manipulation through whoever. I mean, I'm hearing third party. It could be, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be job. It could be third parties, whatever blocks the connection. Okay, so whatever has been blocking the connection. Okay, and I've told you guys, third party karma, that is ended, right? And they're removing it. Right? They're removing everything that's blocking the connection. They're stripping them down. They're stripping them down, and they're giving them the enlightenment, which, you know, I wish masculines wouldn't. Some masculines know they're twin flames. Some masculines know that it's a divine connection. Some masculines know that it's a different kind of connection. Some masculines have no clue. So it would be awesome if, like the feminines, the masculines would know to search out for the information, right? So they could get enlightenment, they could get clarity, okay? However, it has to come from above, right? I can give my masculine some clarity. However, it hurts them to hear the shit that I have to say. It goes through one ear and out the other because they don't want to face it, right? Because I am putting it in their face, right? And because it comes from me, instead of it coming across as just the truth, right? It seems like you're stirring a pot, right? Am I saying it for anything other than just telling him, right, this is where you are in your life, and this is why you're complacent. This is why you're, you know, this is why you're complacent. This is why you aren't moving forward, right? Does it include me? Yeah, it includes me moving forward, right? I'm part of that, but that's not the reason. What I want, and this is the God honest truth. God honest truth. I want my masculine to find his happiness, right? His bliss, his everything, okay? I want him to have it all. Everything that's laid out for him, everything that he deserves, right? In order for him to get that, he has to start his healing, which he's done. If that means I have to pull back, right? Then I'll pull back. Do I want to? No. I don't have to. I'm just saying I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that. I'm not going to manipulate or try to control any situations, right? To get him to come towards me. That's not why I tell him that stuff. I tell him that stuff because I'm being told to tell him that stuff, and that's what he needs to hear. That's what I've been told to do. And I'm not telling you guys to do that because it's not going to do you any good, because it's going to go in one ear and out the other. This is just clarity for you to understand where they are and where they're coming from, right? And in the midst of it, I will tell you what you need to do, okay? Right? And I can tell you where you are. I can do that in private reading, like that. I can do that. You know what's crazy? When you do your purpose and when you do what you're supposed to be doing, right? Things will pop up. Like, he'll message me, or I'm getting, like, every time I look up, it's because there's a new job that comes available for me. And I'm trying to think, do I take this job or do I continue doing this? Well, this is my purpose. This is what I'm going to do. Those will be there when I get done. If not, they weren't meant for me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You guys have to know what your priorities are. You have to know what makes you feel good, right? Right? And what brings you happiness. What will bring him true happiness is following his understanding. He needs to get back into his childlike and just go for it and understand. This is every masculine. This is every masculine. Follow your true happiness and desires. Take that leap of faith, right? When I got interrupted. So what I found for me, right? I stepped away. I had to quit my 3-day job. It was so negative, right? I have found, this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. This is what I'm trying to explain. I've been trying to tell him. This is for everybody. Okay. Trusting and letting go of control, right? Because they always remind me. They did it again yesterday, reminding me who the hell is in control. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what I did to question it, but okay, you're in control, right? I was almost in another accident. And it wasn't even, both times it hasn't even been my fault. I mean, yesterday I was just backing out. I was slowly backing out and leaving the grocery store, doing my thing, you know, because that's what I do. I help people, right? And this car was speeding through the parking lot, right? And I don't have this, okay, I have the camera, I have that in my car, right? But I'm backing out, right? All of a sudden, they didn't hit me, but all of a sudden my brakes locked up, like like the ABS locked up, right? And I'm like, it flipped me out. I mean, my heart sunk. I'm like, what the fuck? Because the way it sounded like they hit me, right? It sounded like they hit me. And they just went on by, and it was like, it was a Mustang. It was a nice car. And I'm like, my heart's pounding. I'm like, okay. I know, okay. That's twice in a little over a week. I'm like, okay, I get you're in control. I get that. They are, I'm just, okay, this is just going to make me, okay, so I am so thankful to be so protected. They keep me here. It's a reminder that why I'm here. It's a reminder of why I'm here, what I'm here to do. My life has been almost cut short a couple of times. But they keep reminding me why I'm here, right? I'm here to help you, right? And I am so thankful. This is where I was getting at. I am so thankful that I have a job that I can pick, if I'm going to work or not. I don't worry about money. Money is paper. Money is, it's numbers. And, as long as you keep valuing the dollar, you're always going to be stressed. You're always going to be worried about stuff, right? I value me. Me. That's what I look at. When I look at these jobs, I look at what it is, how much they're going to pay me, and I'm like, is it worth my time? Is it worth my time? And then I'll decide. And it's not some of them are a little difficult, but they're not, right? And I enjoy helping, and there's certain people that I'm drawn to that there was another one that I needed to go to. There's certain people that depend on me. There's certain people that depend on my energy and the things that I help them with, talk to them about. I mean, there's elderly people, a lot of elderly people that I've talked to, a lot of, I don't know. Where I was going is I have such peace, right? Since I've done that healing, right? I'm healed from my from the little girl stuff, right? I still have, the little older adult stuff that I have to work through. That I know that I'll work through with my masculine. I just realized that, God. Okay. But I have peace. I have no negativity. I have no drama. I am so quiet here, and I've cut everybody out of my life that I needed to cut out of my life. And I have to tell you, when you let somebody back in, you'll see why you're supposed to cut them free. Okay? Because it puts doubt in your mind, or it brings it can bring negativity, or it's drama that you don't need and you're not a part of. It's like, no, I don't want that in my life. I like the peace. Look, it is so it's just me, right? It is so quiet. I want my masculine, absolutely, right? I don't care whatever comes with that. That's different. This is other people bringing stuff in your life you don't need. They don't support you. They don't do anything that they bring you negativity and drama, right? They bring their drama to it, okay? So I am so thankful. I mean, that's what I have. Do you hear this? This quiet? This is me. This is this quiet, this peace, all this positive energy is always around. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a blessing, right? But I do have to tell you, to get to that point, I did have to heal. I did have to put in that hard work, right? I did have to put in that hard work. I had to feel the isolation. I had to feel the loneliness. I had to go through the depression. I had to go through the heartache, right? I had to go through all of that to get to this point. That's what the masculines are doing, right? They're at that turning point, right? They're at that shift. Right? It's the shift, okay, of understanding this was all done for a reason. Okay, so now I understand there's only one way to go, is up, right? What is my purpose? What is my path? That's what I say to them. Dudes, and I'm telling you, when you say this, be prepared. Be prepared. And I say, whatever it takes to get me on my purpose, right? To help him get where he needs to be and to get us aligned so we can collaborate, because that's part of it. So it's just a portion. I heal, we're the leaders, remember that, okay? I heal, he heals, we heal together, we heal the world. I learn to love myself, he learns to love himself, we love each other, we love the world. I get on my purpose, he gets on his purpose, we collaborate those purposes together to help change the world. That's what I'm like, okay. So he is getting that enlightenment, right? I still want to tell him, you know, I know exactly what his purpose is. I can tell him. I can tell him what he's supposed to be doing, what his job is supposed to be doing, but he has to want to know it. He has to want to know. It's something that he already knows. His mom has already told him at one point what it's supposed to be. A portion of it, what it's supposed to be, right? Right. Okay, so let's find out what the cards say. Let's see if the energy matches up, because I know there's a shift. I know there's a shift. I know there's a shift. Let's just see. So they're coming out of that heavy energy, right? That heavy heartbreak, the heavy hurting, into they haven't really found their peace yet. They're getting it. They know that you help them find their peace. This is what's really difficult is, I know you guys want to go over there. If you're connected like I am, you can feel them. You feel their pain. You carry their pain with you. And you're like, what can I do to help ease this pain? What can I do to help you? But you know they have to feel it. They have to go through it just like you went through it, right? Doesn't mean that you can't help hold them up. Doesn't mean that you can't take it from them. They have to face it themselves, just as you had to face your pain. And it is not easy. It is not easy. It's not easy to feel that. I still feel it. I still feel it. To feel that and not want to rush. I want to rush over there. I know where he is. I know exactly where he is. I want to rush over there, and I just want to take it from him, but I can't, because he's got to face it himself. He's got to face it himself. He's got to face it himself. They have to face it themselves. You have to face it yourself. Doesn't mean, when I say that, I don't know if you quite understand what I mean. When you love somebody that much, right? And he has said this to me in the past. You wish you could take their pain away from them, right? They don't have to handle this pain. They don't have to deal with this pain. But you can't. They have to process it, right? The key is not to stay in it. The key is, and I have to tell you, how do you process your pain, right? How do you, is that your question? Is that what you're questioning? How do you process it? I'll have to tell you what I did. You can't logicate. Some things can't be logicated. You can't logicate some things. But you have to remember you're coming from it from a child's perspective. A child's perspective. How that affected you as a child, right? You are now an adult, okay? That can no longer hurt you. The longer you hold on to the pain, the more it festers, right? The more power you give it versus letting it go. Understanding, no, that isn't exactly how it was, right? Is that really what I wanted to happen? Whatever it was, okay? Because some people have abandonment issues. Some people have value issues. I'll give you an example for me, okay? I'll give you one of my examples, because that's the best thing I could do. I have all of those. I had all of those issues, right? I had all of them. And my masculine would trigger me, right? To get that value, right? Value. That is a big one, okay? Always felt like I was pushed aside, right? And other people were put before me, especially my siblings. Hard thing. Both parents did that to me. Hard thing for me to get over, right? And realize. But then I had to look back. I had to stop and look back. This is what I'm telling you guys, okay? So this is a little freebie for you, okay? To stop and look back at what happened, right? What was going on. Okay. One, the attention that my siblings got, I didn't want, okay? Considering the attention considering what happened with my father, knew of what had happened to me about the sexual abuse. I don't know why I thought I wanted that attention, but My younger siblings, one isn't even alive anymore, and one has a, well, I guess it is kind of terminal. She doesn't get kidney, right? Illness, okay? I didn't need it. They did, right? I didn't need the attention. They did, okay? The one that died, she had special needs. She had spinal meningitis when she was an infant, and it affected her mental capability, and then she wasn't able to hear, so she was deaf. She was handy-abled. They bubbled her, right? But I had resentment. I had resentment towards both of them. I had resentment towards both of them. Your third party will trigger you on resentment too, because you'll resent them. And it's like, why do I resent them? Why do I resent that relationship? That's a horrible relationship, right? It had me go back to, why did I resent my siblings, okay? Because I didn't get the attention that I wanted, right? That I thought I wanted. Okay? So I had to go back and say, okay, because I never had, like, my birthdays coming up, okay? And they never really celebrated my birthdays. Theirs came first and then mine. And so I never liked my birthdays, right? I've always had a resentment towards that, okay? Later in life, I'm like, okay, I'm making August the month of me, all right, because I'm going to get it in there. Now it's like, it's just a day, okay? Yeah, I still like to be made special, but it's not. So I never really had birthday parties. I never really had any of that. Oh, I had to think about, did I really want that attention, right? Did I really want what they had? No, I didn't. I've always liked to be by myself. That's what you guys got to realize. How often are you by yourself, right? Do you like to be by yourself? I've always, you guys, we're different. I didn't feel like I belonged anyway. I didn't want to be part of it. I always played by myself. I always, I stayed in my room by myself. I listened to music, or I played with my dolls, or a lot of times I just listened to music, and I would just like as a teenager, this is weird. I know this is crazy, but now I kind of understand why I was attracted to light, right? I would turn off all the lights, right? Turn on music, and then this is before cameras and stuff like that. In my mirror, I would burn incense, and I would do designs with it, right? And watch it, and I was fascinated by it. It gave me peace. But I didn't like my siblings around. I didn't want to be around my family. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You have to go back, right, to that point and understand, is that what you really wanted? Is that really what you wanted? No, it wasn't. So you can release that, right? Release that. It's like, okay, so now you have to learn to value yourself, right? Because you didn't feel valued, right? So it's learning that value. It's teaching you the lessons to learn the value, right? Okay. Rejection, right? That's all part of it. It's teaching you that. It's teaching you how to reparent yourself, right? Reprogram yourself, and realize that's not important. That's the thing. And then you're an adult now, and that pain can't hurt you anymore, right? You're an adult. Look at it from an adult perspective, not a child's perspective. That's where I'm going. And I know I babbled, and it's like 23 minutes in, but that's what happens, right? All right, can I have where the Divine Masculine is in the connection with the Divine Feminine, one card at a time? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. We don't like that card. And, okay. Alrighty. Oh, good Lord. Okay. What ones are for what? Because we have too many. Okay. I get it. Okay. Ooh, man, I know what's going on. They are freaking out because they think you're going to cut them off. Queen of Swords. That's right there in the middle. That's a lot of that is too, because like they're like at that, thank you for the connecting energy. Oh, you feminines. Oh, you feminines. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. That. Okay. Okay, so I told you options were coming up, right? Options were coming up, right? But I see. Okay, I get it. It's 4 cups is the connecting energy. 4 cups. What is 4 cups, right? 4 cups is boredom. Boredom, right? You don't want either. You don't want a third party, and you don't want your masculine. So what are you choosing, right? I hope you're choosing yourself. Okay. I hope you're choosing yourself. I hope you're choosing to work on yourself during this time while they work on themselves. I'm gonna go through, right, and get that, because I'm pulling the masculine right now. But that's what they're doing. They're working on themselves, and that's in here too. The hard work's in here too. They're doing that. Okay, that's what they're telling me. Okay, I want to back up. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight in Pentacles. He likes to take his time. He is working, right? Pentacles is about work. Okay. Knights are coming in, but they're taking their time. The Temperance is the slowest card, but this is the next to slowest card in the deck. Okay. That's what they are realizing. They're realizing everything is on divine timing, right? The way your journey's going, the way it's progressing, it's all divine timing. And they're realizing they've been taking too long, right? And that is, in God honest, that is what's going on with the masculines. That's why they're being forced to heal, because they're the feminines were taking too long to do the work, right? If you hadn't been doing the work, okay? So they're being forced to heal. So now they're like, okay, all right, the masculines, the feminines that are healed, right, are healing, are gone doing the work, right? Because it's not easy. It's not easy for me to come to you and tell you guys you need to work. You need to work. You need to tap into all that pain, and you got to face it. Do you know that's not an easy thing to do, right? It's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, I can talk about my sexual abuse, like it's nothing now, right? I've moved past it, but to get somebody else to talk about it, right? Or to tell them about it, or to tell them about the physical abuse. I've had to do that. I've had to tell them about the physical abuse that's what I see. That's what I'm telling you guys. I see it all. I see it all. And I'll tell you, and I know it's not something that you want to hear. I know it's not something that you want to hear, and it's not something that I want to say, right? But it's the truth, and it's what you need to hear. So I had to tell somebody, until you deal with all that physical abuse that you had, right? And you cut this person out of your life that you don't want to cut out of your life, you're not going to move forward in your connection. Do you know how hard that is to tell somebody? Do you know how hard that is to tell somebody? It's stuff they don't want to hear, but they need to hear, right? I told my masculine the same thing too. He got a little testy one day, and I'm like, no, this is what you need to hear. This is what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you. They don't want to hear it. That's what they need to hear. It's the truth. They found out that they've been moving too slow to come towards you. This is the twin flame card, right? So they're being pushed. Okay. So what's happening with the masculines? They're being forced to heal, right? They're being taken out of all situations, stripped down to nothing, and putting on their path. Okay. If you are doing the work like you're supposed to be doing, okay. If you're not, they're not going to come towards you. That's it. I mean, that's it. Plain black and white. If you aren't doing what you're supposed to do, they aren't coming towards you. It's not, you have to put in the work. You have to, look, I did it. Because I did it, mine is being forced down that path, just like everybody else, but he's getting double. He's getting double. Because I've healed, he's healing, right? He's getting double. So he's getting hit hard. He's getting hit hard. He's getting hit hard. So I feel bad for him, but, you know, they've been taking too long. Because some of them, you've done the work, and then they're like, okay, I don't want to face that. I'm going to mask it, just like the feminines mask it, right? I don't have addictions in here today, okay? So no one's dealing with that portion. Just like feminines will mask it, right? Okay? They are conflicted, right? Fives are about conflict. Fives are about change, okay? The conflict, okay? They know what they need to do to move forward, okay? And it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. You guys got to understand, it doesn't matter. You expect them to just walk into your life, right? Just like, okay, call you tomorrow, I'll message you today, I'm on my way, right? Well, it's when it happens, it will happen that quickly. I'm just going to tell you, when it does happen. But it's not going to happen overnight. They have to be ready, right, to face their pain, to face everything, to move forward. And it's going to come with a lot. You know, they have a lot that they have to drop, right, to come towards you and bring you something, okay? But understand, it's going to come with that. So, in order for them to come towards you, right, they're complacent. They're complacent right now, right? They're complacent. They're not moving any forward in life, so the divine is pushing them, right? They're getting the strength. They're getting the strength. They're trying to get the strength to move forward. So that they've been conflicted, right, on how can I do this? They're getting the strength, right? So getting out of that mindset of I can't versus how can I. That's what I said, you guys. You know, I'm like, how can I? What can I do? I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, right? I have such peace. You guys, you don't realize how much peace I have. It is so peaceful not having anybody else's extra drama. I mean, I might, like I said before, your masculine's different because that's an unconditional love, and that's, yeah, stuff will come with it, but it'll all fall away too. I mean, you're always going to have, like, if they have kids or, you know, things like that. Things like that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people in my life, right? They come to me because people come in and out of my life, and there's a reason. I usually help them, right? There's some reason I help them, and sometimes there's something I need to learn, okay? But I know when to cut them out now. I know when to cut them out now. Because it drains you. It drains you. Like, I don't need your drama, okay? I don't need that. You know, I don't. I have this one friend. She's a masculine. Like, I will let her in a little bit. Really, she helped me a lot learn logically about Sagittariuses, so that helped me, and how masculines think, so that was helpful. But there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't need, so I have cut her out. There are times that she does ask for a little bit of help, and I will do that, but it's very limited. Because I found that when people when you give an inch, they'll take a mile. So they were taking, I don't mind helping people out, and especially people that are recovering, right? I'll do it. If they need something, I'll help them, right? But I've learned not to lose focus, like, right? I'm not going to put you above me. That's what you have to do with your masculine too. You can't put them above you anymore. You know, you used to, or you still do, right? They're afraid of being cut off by the Queen of Swords. They're right at the time where they're wanting to invest, right? They're ready, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is also part of that Four of Cups. They're ready, okay? They're ready. They're coming in. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready, right? I have my alignment. I'm getting there. And then you're like, nah, sorry, it took too long. Right? Right? Truly and honestly, until you can try soulmate if you want to. I mean, that's up to you guys, right? But I'm telling you, until you really love yourself and find yourself anyway, one, you're not going to be in union. Two, you just, this is what they want to give you. Look here, I'm telling you. Okay, we have the twin flame card and we have the soulmate card, right? This is also a twin flame card, right? Ace of Cups. They want to come and give you their Six of Cups, right? They want this with you. They know it. They know it. Okay? They know it. Okay. What I'm saying is until you guys are truly healed, which it won't move forward anyway until you are. But, cutting them off isn't going to help you. Taking time for yourself, focusing on yourself is vital. Okay? Putting you first, right? Breaking the codependency. That is what's vital. Okay? They can feel like you're cutting them off because you're doing that, right? You don't drop everything, you know, run, you know, when they want it. You're not doing all that stuff. You're not coming to the rescue, so to speak, right? Doesn't mean that you can't be there for them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're not putting and dropping everything. You know, you're not. When you are at this point of peace, right, and you love yourself and you have no fear and you realize your insecurities are gone, there's no reason for you to. The reason why you would do it in the past is because it was a fear that you wouldn't be able to see him again, or when would I see him again, or, you know, if I don't do this, things are going to go this way or whatever, because that was part of it. I went through it. Oh my God. It was horrible. Oh my God. It was horrible. Dude, you do some crazy stuff. Like, when you see him, it's like you're desperate and you don't want him to go anywhere. So you're like, oh, like, are you sure you're going to do this? Are you sure you're like, you sound like a hysteric. Okay? Which just pushes them away. But it was that fear of insecurity, right? The fear of not being secure in who you are as a twin flame, who they are as your twin flame, knowing that you are connected forever, okay? When you get that through your head, and you know they aren't going anywhere, you're not going anywhere, right? You just aren't going to be together like you want until you do the work and heal. And you guys want to give up because it's hard. You want to give up when it's hard. You want to go with that easier option. But they're doing the hard work. That's what's happening right now. I'm telling you guys, that's what's happening right now. I know you guys feel like they pulled away. They feel like you pulled away. Right? You're feeling this distance. It's just because they're working on themselves. It's because they're healing. Okay? They're trying to get back into that childlike, right? Back to that sovereign being. Back to where you are not afraid to do anything. You take chances. Like, little kids are like that. This is the most positive card in the deck. See that? It's a little kid on the horse going after their desires and the sun. Right? Little kids do whatever the fuck they want. Right? The adults are the ones that tell them they can't do it. But, you know, they're going to do it. They're going to try. I want ice cream for breakfast. No, you can't have ice cream. I don't care. I want ice cream for breakfast. Right? Who's telling them they can't have ice cream for breakfast? The adult. The kid is like, no, I'm going to have ice cream. You know? If they get their way, they're going to go for it. They're going to try and go for it, right? Who stops them? The adult. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go play in the rain. Well, no, we're not going to play in the rain. It's not safe. I don't care. I want to play in the rain. Right? It's that. It's that stuff. They want to do what they're going to do. That's what they're doing. They're doing the hard work to get back to it. That's where you need to be. And that's what your masculine does for you. That's what he does for me. That's what I do for him. You take that inner child, right? You heal the inner child, and you're like, okay, well, let's go back. Let's go do whatever. Like, I'm down. This is exciting. You know what I mean? Let's take a chance on whatever. That's it. So, let's talk about this. This is your energy. This is connected energy, too. So it's 4 cups. So they're working on themselves. So they don't want the third party, which I've gone over this over and over and over and over, right? I know you cannot go by 3D. You got to go by 5D, okay? Right? You do have to face it. You do have to realize that there are third party situations out there, okay? You can't just turn the cheek and be like, oh, okay, everything will be fine. No, no, you have to know it's there, right? You have to face the negative, right? Realize that it's there. It's something that you have to deal with, okay? But it's not something for you to do anything about. That's for let them to do about it and let the divine do about it, okay? But they don't want you either, right? So right now you're focusing on you and they're focusing on them. And that's also what goes along with the reading with the 8 of Pentacles. So they can take the leap of faith. This is the bottom of the deck, right? See, so that's what they're doing. They're working their way up to it so they can take the leap of faith to get where they need to go. And this is going to be a long one, and it's going to take a long time to post. But, and I know I rambled, but, you know, it is what it is. And whoever sees it, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit, right? Don't try to make it fit, okay? Don't try to make it fit. If it resonates with you, just hit the like button. Not for me, but for the universe. You know, it's, to me, that's greed and ego. So I don't even look at that. To be honest with you, I don't look at how many views any of my videos have. I just make sure they're uploaded. And if somebody sees it one point in whenever, you know, however long, it's going to be out there forever. So, and it helps them, then it helps them. I just do what I'm told to do, okay? Can I have some messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine? Okay. What would they say at them at this very moment in time? Yeah. Okay. Do I see movement? That's what you guys are always wanting to know, right? When are they coming in? When are they coming in? When are they coming in? When am I going to see them, right? That's what's always on your mind. Okay. Is there movement in this energy? No. Progress, yes. We didn't even get one wand. Maybe in the messages I'll get some wands. Now the Sun card is movement. So they're working on it. It's progressing. So physical movement is what you're more interested in. But what's more important is the mental movement, the non-physical, the emotional, the work, because that progress is what's going to get you there, okay? There's lots of that happening. Lots of that happening. Lots of that happening. Ace of Pentacles. When I'm with you, I'm at peace. True that. Okay. What did I say, you guys? 5 of Pentacles, I feel you leaving me. What did I say? That Queen of Swords right there. Because when you work on yourself, it feels like you pull away from them. That and some feminines, not some. Yeah, that might not resonate. It might not be everybody, but they're getting options, right? People are going to be coming in. So they feel that. They notice it. They notice it. And they think that you are giving your attention to other people. That's what's happening. They think that when you aren't giving them all of your attention, you know, like you were, that you're giving it to other people. Even though they're going through hell, right? They still feel like if she isn't, or he, because you male or female, doesn't matter. If they aren't, you know, trying to see me, or if they aren't asking to come see me, or like, when are you going to come see me, or asking to do all this stuff, they must be seeing somebody else. Oh my God. Sorry, I just had a realization for myself. Okay. 3 of Wands, you are my home. True that. Queen of Cups, you are the air that breathes. True that. God, I'm telling you guys. 3 Pentacles. I want to build a solid foundation with you. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Magnetism drives you crazy. Okay, so this is also what's going on, right? Two of Swords. I hurt you because I couldn't tell. I was afraid to tell you the truth. And the truth is, they love you amazingly, immensely, and it makes no logic sense why they can't ever get you out of their head. They don't understand why they have no clue why they have to reject you, right? Their heart chakra, when they do that, their heart chakra is being closed off so they can. If it wasn't, they wouldn't be able to. They don't want to. It hurts them more than you realize. Whenever they have to do it, it kills them. It hurts them. It hurts them immensely. It hurts them, okay? It hurts them just as it hurts you. Remember, you guys are one and the same. We're one and the same, right? 2 of Wands, I want to give you the world. 10 of Pentacles, everything I do is for us. So that doing the hard work for you, okay? I guess there it is. This is for somebody. My addictions hold me back, okay? So a lot of that, for those on that meaning, is what they're saying. And that's what's, please don't give up on me. That's what I'm saying, you guys. They feel it. They feel it, okay? 9 of Swords. They're trying to deal with that portion, right? That's one of the third parties, right? I'm telling you, third party stuff is all being taken out, okay? So a lot of them, and most masculines, have some sort of addiction. You have an addiction, they have an addiction. What are you addicted to? Usually it's to them. Okay, I had a food addiction, right? I was addicted to pop. I was addicted to TV. I was addicted to, now I'm addicted to working out. Healthier addictions, right? You got to find healthier addictions. They are trying to break their addictions, right? They're being, holy crap, okay, hold on. They're being forced by dealing with, okay, because they were using the addictions not to deal with life, okay? Checking out, right? Their pain, masking it. They're at a point now where they're being forced to deal with it. Either, and this is going to sound, they're not going to have an option anymore for that. So that option is being taken from them. All third-party situations is being released, not just from the masculine's point, but also the third party itself. Whatever the third party is, they're releasing them. Okay? So, job, time, money, baby mama, baby daddy, person, family that's interfering, drugs, alcohol, religion, distance, whatever has been blocking the connection. As long as you're doing your side, right? It's being taken from them anyway because they're being stripped down to nothing. That doesn't mean they'll come to you. They'll come to you if you've done what you're supposed to do. Okay? If you've done what you're supposed to do. Right? Here is your movement card. It's slow, but it's movement. 6 of Swords. I'm coming. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Okay? We had both of them in the reading, and here it is in the message. 6 of Cups. I know you're my twin flame. Do they understand the terminology? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Do they understand exactly what that is? I don't know. Okay. Right? Mine knows he's a twin flame. Mine knows he's a masculine. Does he understand all of it? Hell no. It takes a long time to understand everything and to know who you truly are, right? I have a lot of research. I can tell him. Like I said, when he's ready and he wants to know, I can tell him all about it. There's only so much you can take at one time now because they are logical. So you're trying to logicate something that is not logical, okay? But they're like-minded like you, so they think like you, so they will understand, right? They'll understand. Mine is just, okay, so they're spiritual too. Masculines are spiritual too. Don't question that part. They're just illogical. We're just as spiritual. We're one and the same. Your side is to teach the spiritual part. Their side is to do it in a 3D. So they're going to help people 3D. So your purpose, right? Do what I'm doing. Start a channel. It's not just that. You have to get out there and you have to help others, right? You have to help others. Okay. Their side, their purpose is to help others physically, right? But it's also going to be what they've gone through, right? So are they going to talk about twin flame journeys with these people? No. That's not their purpose. That's our purpose. Okay? But they're still there to change lives. Okay? And we're to collaborate together. And you also have to understand the trauma that we go through. That's what they're healing from, is their trauma, right? And the trauma that you go through. You're going to go through different trauma than they're going to go through. It's going to be similars. You're going to have some similar stuff, but the major stuff is going to be different. Why? Because when we come together, we collaborate, we can help more people. We can help more people. I can help him understand this side. He can help me understand this side. We can help more people. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay? Anyway, that's where we are today. Now that it's been almost an hour long, and you probably already clicked off, but that's okay. See you again. Bye.